Brianna Stewart held up a, quote, abolish ICE sign during players' intros ahead of the missed game this afternoon. Photo via Unrivaled Basketball. Unrivaled Basketball literally put this up.
That single moment may have just torched the Basketball League's future. Brianna Stewart, co-founder of Unrivaled and vice president of the Wnba Players Association, raised an abolish ICE sign during player introductions, and the fallout was swift, fierce, and completely predictable when you sideline a massive portion of your audience. Within minutes, online platforms lit up. Supporters who had been willing to give the league a shot started backing away. Sponsors reportedly grew uneasy, and a league already struggling with around 20,000 viewers in the key Tim 49 demographic appeared to burn through the last bit of goodwill it had left in record time.
Stewart and Naphesia Collier is, failing to draw any eyeballs. I saw earlier this week where literally, I believe in the 18 to 49 ad demographic, which is the demographic that, people that are trying to sell products or shows or whatever else they're trying to get you interested in, that's the statistic. That's the amount of viewers that they care about. How many people between the ages of 18?
Let's add some needed context, because it's important. Unrivaled is a 3-on-3 basketball league co-founded by Brianna Stewart and Naphesia Collier. It launched with heavy promotion, promises of higher pay for WNBA players, and a mission to keep top talent in the U.S. during the off-season instead of heading overseas. The issue? Viewership hasn't matched the hype. Earlier this week, one of their games reportedly drew about 20,000 viewers in the 18 to 49 advertising demographic. The audience advertisers prioritize, and a key indicator of a league's sustainability. For comparison, a solid weeknight college basketball game can attract many times that figure, and popular online videos often surpass it quickly. With a political moment now added to the mix, Stewart may have unintentionally given the remaining viewers another reason to tune out.
The crap, the trash that she's got to promote, and a lot of these radical players in this league, and this league, the WNBA has largely been unwatched all these years because of their politics in a lot of ways. It's one radically left political message after another from these players. And, it's crazy. The WNBA and Unrivaled,
the WNBA just came off a season boosted by a wave of new attention. Caitlin Clark drew in huge numbers of viewers who had never followed women's basketball before. Attendance climbed, and ratings surged, giving the league rare momentum after years of working to expand its audience. Many of these newcomers were simply sports fans focused on the game itself, tuning in to watch elite athletes compete rather than to follow political messaging. Now, with visible political moments entering the spotlight, Stewart and other players risk pushing some of those viewers away, a move critics say could hurt leagues already battling to hold on to audience share and financial stability.
They don't understand. People that watch, that's who pays your bills. That's who consumes your product. That's who keeps your league afloat. Well, many fans answered this loudly, swiftly, and to the point. Quote, I stand with child molesters, Brianna Stewart. And of course, Will Young is referring to...
The backlash online shows how sharply this moment landed. Commenters fired off angry, emotionally charged posts accusing Stewart's stance of ignoring serious border-related crimes and security issues, while others questioned whether political messaging like this belongs in sports at all. These reactions weren't coming across as isolated outliers, but as frustrated sports fans who felt their entertainment had been pulled into a heated political arena they never signed up for. One remark captured the mood bluntly. The fastest way to lose viewers is to turn the game into a political platform. What Stewart and others in similar positions may be overlooking is that a league built entirely on audience support can't afford to alienate large portions of the public. When fans feel their concerns are dismissed or their presence doesn't matter, they don't argue. They simply stop watching.
Well, GR, credit to you for hanging in as long as you did, I guess. How to make sure we won't watch? Make it political. Absolutely. At WNBA, I see that you care more about criminals than you do victims. I don't see any of your players making signs for all the victims that were killed or raped by illegal aliens and criminals from other countries. I mean, these players, unbelievable. Abolish her off the union board. She's hoping to bury the WNBA, and the goal is to save her failing.
Let's look at Stewart's role, because it raises the stakes. She isn't only a player with personal views. She's a co-founder of Unrivaled, which ties her to responsibilities toward investors, partners, and fellow players whose income depends on the league's success. She also serves as vice president of the WNBA Players Association, a position meant to represent the interests of all players, including those with different beliefs and those counting on league growth to boost salaries. Stewart has previously acknowledged that the business side of the sport isn't her strength, yet her public actions still carry real financial consequences for both leagues. Critics argue that when leadership figures mix activism with business in this way, the risk isn't symbolic. It can directly affect stability, revenue, and long-term viability.
She just put the nail in the coffin of Unrivaled. It's over. Laugh out loud. Abolish the police was so unpopular, it elected Trump again. Nice going, dummies. Good idea. Trying to grow women's sports while alienating half the country's population. She not only speaks for Unrivaled, which is circling the drain, but she's the VP of the WNBPA. Could women's basketball be any more unserious? It's pretty baffling. The
timing makes the situation even more complicated. The WNBA is in the middle of collective bargaining talks, with players pushing for higher pay, improved travel standards, and a larger share of league revenue. Those goals depend on growth, and growth depends heavily on viewership. When highly visible political moments enter the spotlight during that process, critics argue it risks narrowing the audience at the very time broader appeal would strengthen the players' leverage. From that perspective, the message it sends is difficult, asking for increased compensation while actions tied to league figures may contribute to audience decline. That tension doesn't just affect leadership. It also impacts players who simply want to compete and build stable careers, especially as some viewers have already drifted away from Unrivaled.